Hello everyone.
Hello.
Today I have a very good topic. I know that some of you have been here for many months and some of you are newcomer, new student. So maybe the old and the new sometimes do not know what are the school motto. So today I want to present a school motto to all of you. In names of the Panyasastra Asian School student, you have to know what are the school motto. Because all the organizations, all the standard company in the world, not only in Cambodia, they have their own motto, they have their own slogan in their company. Why? We need to have the motto, we have to need the slogan. Because it represents to that company, it represents to that school. For Panyasastra Asian School, I have organized 3 motto. That is the very special point for Panyasastra Asian School. Because I believe these 3 points of the school motto will help all of my students, will help all of my staff and all of my teachers going on a right way in order to reach my goals. So, in order to understand those, you have to be patient and listen to me carefully. The first motto of the Panyasastra Asian School is training. So, why? There are a few words that represent to training. I can say skill, I can say education. So a few more words that can represent training. But I choose training. Why? Because training, it means to train you again and again, again and again. When you do something, in order to do it better and better, in order to do it in a right way, you have to train it well. For example, if you want to be a good teacher, you have to train well in the psychology and methodology. Because in order to teach students successfully, you have to know how to teach and you have to understand what the student need. That's the most important thing. The same thing, when you want to get good knowledge of English, you have to train well by listening carefully, look at your lesson attentively, and try to be patient in order to follow up with the following point with your teacher. Yeah, something like that. So to train is the most important thing, and I think it is much better than skill. That's, you can see in the first hyphen. It means the action of teaching students, the particular skill or type of behavior. I mean, when I choose training, I try to train my students with a very special skill. For example, here in Panyasastra Asian School, I really want to train all of you to speak English. This is what I really want. That's why I train my teacher. All level of my teacher have to train students to speak English. So how? There are a lot of ways that your teacher will lead you, will teach you. So how? You have to be patient and follow up with your teacher. So this is the first point. And more than training a particular skill, it is also about type of behavior. Exactly, all of you here in Panyasastra Asian School, however you have a lot of money, I told you many times, however you have money, but your behavior is so bad, you have bad behavior, you are not allowed to study here. That's why you have seen that I had a meeting in my office before I came here with 5 students. Why? I had a meeting with them because I tried to correct his behavior, their behavior, because they have done something wrong. And I think that is not so good being student at Panyasastra Asian School. So that is why I try to correct them. You have to do like this, you have to do like that if you want to be good student, something like that. And the second thing, I really want to train children, as I told you, how to speak, how to write, how to read, how to listen. And the most important thing, I train all of the students over here to speak English. So if you want to speak English, you have to try and follow up step by step with the following point. because now I am training all of you to speak English. I am also training my staff, my teachers to speak English because I want them to speak English with students in Panyasastra Asian School. And training is about the actions of undertaking a course of preparation for speaking English like American from Panyasastra Asian School. This is why I choose training, because I want all of my students to do like this. The first point, you mean to speak English. And the second point is to speak English. The third point is also to speak English. So my purpose in training is to train students to speak English. And the second point is about the responsibility. I choose the word responsibility because responsibility is very, very important. In names of a human being, you have to be highly responsible with what you are doing. You have to be responsible for what you are doing daily, every day. Because if you are lack of responsibility, or if you are irresponsible for what you are doing, you cannot be successful with what you are doing. For example, you want to speak English, but you are lazy to speak. That's why you are not responsible. Or we can say you are irresponsible for learning. So you want to speak, you have to speak it. You have to try to speak it. So in A, responsible is about the Panyasastra Asian School internal organization. I mean, I have organized a rule. It is called that the school regulation. I have set the school regulation. It means it's about the teacher regulation, it's about the staff regulation, and also it's about the student regulation. So all kinds of things have to be regulated. I have organized those regulations because I want all of the staff, all of the students, all of the teachers at Panyasastra Asian School to follow. And I have also set the teacher responsibility because teacher responsibility can help to be a good teacher. So if you study with good teacher, you will have good English. If you study with bad teacher, you will have bad English, right? So all of you wish to study with good teacher. That is why I have the teacher responsibility. So the teacher over here follow my responsibility. That's the most important thing. And C, student responsibility. You have never known your responsibility. I think that sometimes you come here but you don't know what you are doing. I told you that you come here to study English but you speak Khmer. That's not your responsibility. Your responsibility is to come here to study English, to speak English. Okay? That's your responsibility. And the last one, goal-oriented mission. In order to reach the responsibility, I have to set the goal-oriented mission, because the goal-oriented person can help to get successful with what I am doing. So for Panyasastra Asian School, I have set the vision, I have set the mission, and I have set the goal. You can see in my school statement. And I have set this for the elementary class in order to have their presentation. They will have their presentation next time with the school statement, with vision, mission, and goal. You will see in that presentation. Now, I don't say anything with the mission, vision, and goal, but I want to tell you that in order to reach the goal, I have to be responsible for what I am doing. I have to follow my vision, I have to follow my mission, and I have to follow my goal because I want to reach the goal. And the third motto is about excellence. I exactly want my students at Panyasastra Asian School to get the best English, to get the standard English. And I want all of us in Panyasastra Asian School to speak English like American. I am not speaking English like American, but I'm trying to be. Because the commitment can help. However, Not exactly speaking is not very easy, but it is very enjoyable for me because I love speaking. So in order to speak like American, you have to train very hard. You have to train very hard and you have to be responsible for what you are doing. If you train very hard and you are responsible for what you are doing, one day your English will be better and you will speak English like American. So this is the purpose of my presentation about the Panya Sastra Asian School motto. And these are the meaning of the past motto. I don't think that all of you understand everything what I explained to you in my presentation, but I hope you learn it later with your teacher because I have told them about the meaning of the school motto. However, thank you very much for your attention listening to my presentation. I wish all of you to be the good speaker of English and speak English like American.